You know, being on a game show, that's a dream for a lot of people, but there's a set of identical twins in Greensboro that got to do just that. Arlene and Darlene Mitchell were discovered by the producers of Netflix's Squid Games, The Challenge, believe it or not, through their Instagram account. The two do some personal training as well as their regular jobs, and they're identical twins, among other things. They were thrilled about this opportunity, but the games, especially that red light, green light segment, they said was not what they were expecting.
It literally was not in our freeze position for 10 seconds. It was more like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. So if you got caught in an awkward position, it wasn't a few seconds. It was a long time, like 20, 30 minutes. So that was the most challenging part for us, was the red light, green light. It was super exhilarating once we crossed that line. It was like we finally did it, and that meant that we actually got into the dorms. The best part about the show was getting to know a number of people, and we are still lifelong friends now.
So the two made it through about half of the series, which, by the way, it's out now, so you can see it. But they said it's been a game changer for them, and they hope they get a chance to do it again if it arises.
I would definitely do it again. Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure there's going to be a season 2, I'm sure. And yeah, I would do a season 2. I would do any other show. I mean, like if The Amazing Race wanted to call us to say, hey, you guys want to be on the show? Absolutely. Yeah.
And who right after that I said, and who wouldn't turn down those opportunities?
I know.
So now they're opening up, and they do want to try to do other game shows and maybe just reality shows or whatever. But are they not like full of personality?
Oh,
you can
yeah.
tell why
They're
the producers.
perfect
Yes.
for the show. So,
Yes.
I'm glad that they had a cool time doing it. It was so nice seeing people on social media that they have watched the show. It seemed like an interesting show to be a part of, but they made an interesting point about the red light, green light. Have you guys seen this challenge show?
Well, I haven't seen that, but I've seen the actual Squid Game
Okay.
show.
How when you're watching it, you think they're pausing for, a few seconds or minutes or whatever, but they were actually having to pause in that position for 30 minutes or
and
whatever.
she said
Could you imagine?
And if you got in an awkward pose, you can't move or you're out.
Done. Yeah, there was one girl who stood in a squat position.
For 30 minutes.
For 30. Yeah, well, I think she couldn't make it through holding the squat, but I don't blame her. But yeah, that was tough.
They said that was the hardest, and after that it was more strategic than it was physical, but it was difficult. But she said the best part is that all the people they met, they're all buddies now and they talk all the time.
Oh,
so lifelong
that's what
friends.
it's all about.
And that's just really cool that they can be found, right? Just from social media.
Instagram.
And then all of a sudden your life changes.
Instagram,
Just like
that's
that.
it. Yep. Check out that series is on Netflix right now.
We'll be right back.